So now, Chapter 15. Ten years ago, a man named Cecil took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Cecil met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. I see myself. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Cecil, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it will take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfill every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yep, it's been a while since we've saw them. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Like that periscope? That periscope does not look really practical to use. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Yeah, tick, 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 tick. Alright, and more fruit. With the always ever growing bunch of grapes. Nice try, Inspector Cabanela. But you could never stop me! See ya, sucker. Yeah, it's like it was really compressed to hell to fit on a DS, but hey, now we don't have these space limitations anymore. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the one who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I mean, he just died. I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. Ugh. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question to ask for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life, or have you forgotten that? Wrong! I was murdered by all of you! Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl was right there while I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park! If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage! That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard! And finally, you, Inspector Cabanela! Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. And my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are! I got nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Gods! Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temzik. Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Man telling me what's going on. Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me. I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Eh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Cecil guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. I don't know, I established that some time ago for some reason. So, are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I'd better be careful. Okay, alright. Look at him! There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? Okay, alright. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So you're here, are you? He sensed my presence. I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Damn it! Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait! Don't shoot! Yeah, it might be a little harder to do things. This other me knows the power of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby!" Looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. Alright, let's go back. So we're gonna have to move around without, you know, without him noticing anything. So yeah, this conversation is just what's happening at the beginning. We don't have to read all of it. Like right now, yeah. We can rock the helmet or examine this book, but can't say that either of these things is gonna help us out here, especially with him looking at us. But yeah, now we have a pet. What? Look at this place. What in the world happened there? Think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened there. And now, there's another death lying in here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Yep. Twitter is dead. It's been replaced by X. Yeah, where's that old pigeon guy? Okay, so now can we get down here? Okay. Still can't quite get there. Okay. Now we have a clear path. Excuse me. Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place? Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Alright. So yeah, we can save Inspector Cabanela, but can we save Pigeon Guy? How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead! He's just not there! The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect! It's a spirit! Ridiculous. So, you figured it all out, huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela. So it's really true! You're... I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people. Just like I control the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Zhao did. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudges against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. Uh-oh. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. stupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! Ouch. Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? Yeah, remember this guy? That medical examiner. Remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were power of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. Alright, so now what do we do? Alright, man. Jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say, too. If you stop the explosion, you'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say. And most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Prof? Pray tell. Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say, sheesh, what's with all these people? Anywho, jump in there and do something! Okay, so what if I open the door? It's no use, I can't open it. Could the fact that the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. He sounds so proud of that fact too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downwards, eh? Wait, there's a tire here? What? Okay. So, essentially, all that I have to deal with is the examining device, the door, and the doomsday machine. What in the world is this thing? This device has that meteorite data entered into it. If it detects Temsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. What a sorry pair. Okay. So, We're really going nowhere, huh? Right, no, I sure can't get anywhere. Oh, alright. Oh, alright, I can finally do this. Yeah. Fool! What do you think you're doing? I just thought I'd try it out. If you do, you're going to set the contraption in motion. Oh, yeah. I just thought. He just thought he'd blow me up is what he thought. Oops, that was my bad. But there aren't a lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room. Yeah, there's like nothing. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Okay, yeah, he's just going backward. Okay, what if I open it now? Yeah, no use, I can't open it. Could the fact the guy in red is standing on it have anything to do with it? Is he more heavy-set than he looks to? Why are you asking me? This door, such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard. When you agree, Professor. Yeah, that's why we're both dead. Okay, now I hear rats. I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist, along with the contraption in this room. But yeah, what are we supposed to do now? Like, I haven't had a single freaking clue. As you perhaps have already noticed. Time is running out, baby. Yeah, no perhaps about it, I know. But, you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on in here. Looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Cecil! Hey, I know that voice. Help me! Where are you? Find me! Before I'm carried away! Hmm? What's with the frail-sounding call for help? He's here somewhere! Friend of yours? Yep, a little guy that looks a little fragile but has strength and surprise you. Well, he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Shall I look for him? Yes, of course. Cecil! Here I am! Oh, hey! It's... Missile! What are you doing here? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay, never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Here, let me come join you. Yep, there we go. Okay, here I am, Cecil. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Yeah, with that said, yep, no time to lose. So, what exactly can we do now? Wait, what? Oh, okay, no, I'm just trying to talk to myself. Okay, let's get Cecil out of the way. Ah, okay, he's in the balanced. Ball, oh no, ball lamp. Oh, those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Cecil! My animal instincts are starting to surface! If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. A bigger commotion, eh? Whoops. Sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, alright. Alright, let's help the rats. Now that's what I call some proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. What a dangerous punch. Alright. Oh ho. I mean, these things are the same form. Don't know what we're doing with that. Oh ho 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 ho. There we go. How about that door? Door is trash, door is trash, door is trash. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you! I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanela. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. There we go, fate averted. 1 out of 2. Now we only have to save Inspector Cabanela.
It looks like you've been subscribed.
Thank you, Givolo! Yeah, what? Thank you very much.
What?
What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that right about now, the real me is giving the poor Justice Minister her real fright. Oh, that phone call. Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister? You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he will be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. God in heaven, what a terrible thing! That poor little girl, taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute, Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage? What's a hostage? I mean, yeah, the dog doesn't really know the concept of an hostage. Anyway, Inspector Cabanela. It's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? So what's this game? It's Ghost Trick. But this time it's different, right, Cecil? That's right, with us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kid, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela is upstairs. So our first step is to get up there. Cecil, I'll go up first and wait for you. Yep, sadly, we don't have the same powers of traveling. Okay, Lovidove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Yep, there we go. Thank you, Twitter. Alright. Shit, I can't quite get there. Okay, alright. Alright, let's not let the bird... okay. This dialogue is basically there just in order to tell you, okay, I should get off the measuring device soon, because otherwise the bird will drop it and you'll have to restart. There you are, Cecil! Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the Inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanela without him knowing. Okay, you're asking us to save someone who's gonna get shot in the face without him noticing. Are you nuts? Whew, it's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, ready to jump in, Cecil. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap V. Okay, so now... Okay. I mean, right now I'm still stuck here. Like, I'm gonna need a path in order to get up there. Okay. Alright. Here's the path that we wanted. But yeah, remember, we're not allowed to do anything shady in front of this guy. Like... Yeah. Oh, did you see that? The bad Cecil turned around! Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eye off of me too. If you have something to do, do it now. Time to take the first step towards saving the Inspector. Okay, alright. So now what can I do? I mean, I can make the helmet fall. Yeah, what was that? Okay, but that didn't really advance us toward anything. Alright. Okay. Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I know full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all? Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat. But now the situation has changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. So, yeah, can we do anything? Like, what was the deal with knocking that helmet down? Was this good for anything? Like, we're still not really closer to anything. Yeah, it's going to shoot! It's too late! It's no use! Even with my powers, there's nothing I can do! Oh, there's nothing to swap. Yep, I don't see anything to swap the bullet with. I guess you didn't make it in time. I'm so sorry, Inspector. I guess I'll have to try again. Again? I'm going to get shot again? Nope, sorry. We're not gonna let him get shot again if we're rewinding time. Okay, next time let's try to not, you know, do what we did. Fine. Okay, alright, sorry for the wait, good luck. So when we save this character in white, we should do it without stopping the guy from firing and without him noticing. In other words, oh fuck. Yeah, once it's fired, the bullet will be the key to this whole thing. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers. Okay. I mean, you clearly have to do something whenever this thing is here, but yeah, what exactly do we do? Like, let's not do anything and see the cards we've been dealt with. Like, last time we could not swap the bullet with anything, but again, orientation is the thing. What if that helmet right now, in the current way that it is something that we could possibly swap with? Also, hey, something that kind of looks like the hat too. Okay, we're just gonna be sure. Okay, alright. Alright. I know it's probably gonna be bad, but this is for your own good. We have to do, we have to experiment in some way, shape, or form if we are to figure out the key to this. Alright, again? I'm gonna get shot again? No, wait, our chance is coming up. The last split second, right? Leave it to me. Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's our chance. I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something in here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, no harm in trying. I have a feeling that didn't work. That didn't go well. We tried swapping what we could find, but we just made things worse. Not nice, kid. Not nice at all. You put a dent in my lovely mask. I guess we'd better look for something softer to swap with. Alright, let's restart. Yeah, we did that. I mean, instead of just piercing the brain, we literally just, you know, put unimitable blunt trauma onto the head. Okay, so now... Okay, alright. Now the question is, where do I put that missile? Huh. Okay. But yeah, there's something that we have missed after. Like, there's something else we have to do. Okay. Like, the first step is getting rid of that helmet. This thing is... What was that? Now, you see, it's okay because he didn't actually see the thing happening. It's like you have to do it while his back is turned, otherwise he's gonna be like, oh, you're a ghost, fuck off. Alright, I got nothing to say to you, you never listen anyway. Okay, so yeah, now we actually have access to the step ladder. Oh, alright. So now, what happens if... Okay, so now we've got some... What exactly is the shape? Uh-huh. Oh no! No! Missile! You're stuck! Missile is stuck! Okay, alright. Quick. No. Okay. So yeah, the hat has the same shape right now than the book. And there we go. Would you look at that? Right on the hook. I love knit hats. So warm and most of all, soft. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, that hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Aha! I thought so. Okay, alright. Alright, he's going to shoot. It's too late. Again? I'm gonna get shot again? Alright, our chance is coming up. Yep, now's our chance. I'm in the bullet. So yeah, there's gonna be something with the same shape and direction. The hat! I'm still amazed he somehow didn't notice anything wrong here. Like, I'm sorry, but our manipulator is pretty dumb. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats, so warm and most of all, soft. Did I do alright? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too! Over and over! What I saw in these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pale in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah. Who will believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camila. You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow too. But yeah, this time he's alive. With a warm hat and broken bones aplenty. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right, like I'm gonna believe that. So what, the guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came true for us. Damn it! You picked a bad time not to listen to me, buddy of mine! Like, no, I can't emote seriously whenever I do this stupid voice. Well, looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I'd better talk to them. Alright, first, Mr. Superintendent, I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. Meh. Do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. Alright. Unusual corpse. That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch? But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. Now let me perform the autopsy with a chainsaw. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make up an incision, it will heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. No scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? Yep. It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. He didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. I mean, that's pretty unusual indeed. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some reading for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kind of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. And I'll post all of my research on Twitter. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same data of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He will die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want me to see me blush? So yeah, Cabanela's arrival. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I heard there was a nutball here who's researching Temzik. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody a nutball? I was investigating the manipulator case then. And then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temzik were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He headed that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camila. Okay, that's about all we've got for him, and what about you, my Zeb Brannigan-like fellow? If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way, I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yes, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. Huh, he's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you! Detective John who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally, you, Inspector Cabanela! If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid! Yes, 10 years ago, on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then, I did it. I made 2 very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanela, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. It's like, no, like I'm not proud of you here. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I had made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who will sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who will take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those twin mates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what will happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as an hostage. Camila. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Yep, and now time for the big reveal. Why was he obsessed about that spotless record? A spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some way, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma? I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator, he's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why did you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't able to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself has to be executed, you know? As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Ha! What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Nah, that's just the way he is. Like he's flamboyant, I don't know, 5 ballerinos. Yeah, so that contraption, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used a report of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. Camila told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that will allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun won't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camila's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Cabanela! Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanela, I'm sorry. I just heard You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Child. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my buddy gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. But a joke is a joke! You might as well laugh! Child! Minister called off the execution order! And while he was at it, he let Detective Child go free until tomorrow morning too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Child. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turn yourself in. I promise to give it back to you one day. There we go. Half cop, half convict, Detective Joud. Oh fuck, there's a thunderstorm. I've been waiting so long, Detective Joud. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Okay, apparently this watch is good for something. Cecil, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Excellent timing. Thank you, Zarka, for the sub. Thank you very much. Sure, but how?
Ghost ride the trick.
We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for, I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanela. It's almost done. Not what I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing why I'm that than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reason, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. But yeah, that was chapter 15. It's like, yeah, 2 chapters, and somehow we've been going for 2 hours and a half. Oh my god, we've got so many free things.